Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Fiona. I'm from Stirling, and this is my dad, Miles, from Portmahomack in the Scottish Highlands.
Couple number two.
Hi, my name's Jamie, and this is my wife, Vicky, and we're from Exeter.
Couple number three.
My name's Camelia, this is my husband Curtis, and we're from Leeds.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Samantha. I'm from Oxfordshire, and this is my lovely mum, Sue, who's from Gloucestershire.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much indeed. All of you are very, very warm. Welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you all here. That just leaves one more person left for me to introduce, one of our nation's most accomplished comedians. So perhaps he can help me write a punchline to finish this setup. It is my pointless friend, it's Tom Allen.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I'm sorry I can't help you.
No, nor should you.
But it's been a lovely time, I have to say, being here.
Good.
At Pointless.
You do have to say.
I literally
have paid you.
I'm contracted to say that.
Yeah.
But I've just downloaded a yoga app. So,
Have you?
Yeah, so I'm very excited. Yeah, very excited about that.
Are you a yoga habitué, are you?
No. I've got the app, so I don't need to do it.
Oh, there you are. Don't need to do it.
Just got it.
Yeah.
Got it, and then that's as good as, right?
That's as good as, yeah. Nod's as good as a wink.
That's what they say.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now, Adam and Elle got through to the final last time, and they did win the jackpot. So today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000, right? There we are. If everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. I am duty-bound to remind you that it will always be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. If you don't wish to be that pair, keep your scores as low as you possibly can. Very best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is World Geography. Can you all decide on your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries that are smaller than the United States but larger than the United Arab Emirates as they could. Tom?
We're looking for the name of any country other than the UK that is smaller in area than the United States, but larger than the United Arab Emirates, according to the CIA World Fact Book. For reference, the United States is the third largest country and the United Arab Emirates the 113th largest, according to said book. As ever, by country, we mean a sovereign state that is a member of the UN in its own right.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Fiona, welcome back.
Hi.
We are both aware this is your last time on the show. So, yes, this is your last chance to shine. You live in Stirling,
Yes.
I gathered.
But I spent quite a lot of time living over in Asia, predominantly in Thailand, for about 9 years.
Was this part of your holiday and tourism?
Yes. So
business?
part of my work, I was running tours in Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, and Sri Lanka.
Wow. Well, those are all OK. And a question on world geography. How exciting to reel off so many countries. OK, Fiona. What would you like to go for? I mean, you're going to know lots of countries.
So
well, you do
I'm
know
going to
lots
go
of
for a
countries,
European
obviously.
country as opposed to an Asian country. I'm going to say France.
France, says Fiona. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said France? Well, France is right. And there it is, 55 for France.
43rd largest country, France. Slightly smaller than Texas.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the state, not the home care shop.
Oh, I see, yes. And both of them have a Paris, which is nice.
France is home to one of the world's largest underground cave systems, the Badirac Chasm. Chasm. It's so big that there is a subterranean lake in it and tourists can take an underground boat ride.
I think I've been there. Wonderful acoustic.
Oh, I bet it'd be nice. You could get your clarinet out there.
Steady now. Now, Vicky, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So we recently celebrated our second wedding anniversary.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you mark it in any special way? I mean, did you go anywhere? Did you do anything? Did Jamie produce a lovely present? Or did you just have a nice supper?
I think it was just a nice takeaway in the end.
That'll do.
But when we actually got married, we eloped, didn't tell anyone, came back and announced it. So, yeah.
Wow.
It went down reasonably OK.
Excellent. Vicky, these countries.
I'm just going to go for Latvia.
Latvia.
Yes.
Latvia gets a big nod from Jamie. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Latvia. Oh, dear. I'm so sorry. That's incorrect, Vicky. That scored you 100 points. Sorry.
Latvia was 122nd on the list. Yeah, Latvia is smaller than the UAE. The UAE is not big.
It's not big. It's not
But
big.
it is still bigger than Latvia, which is even
Latvia.
smaller.
Thank you very much. Camellia, welcome back. Tell us more about yourself, Camellia.
Well, I mentioned I was on maternity leave, but if I wasn't on maternity leave, I'd be working in cybersecurity, which is what I was doing before and what I'll be going back to.
Wow. Do you do that at an official level? I'm not sure I should be asking you these questions, putting you on the spot like that.
So I'm an apprentice,
Right.
so it is like on an official level. I'm still learning a lot,
Wow.
but what I do is basically, it's more on the preventative side rather than
Yeah.
the reactive side. So I don't respond to hackers or anything
No,
like that.
but you learn to recognise and defend against.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing, Camellia. What are you going to go for? This sounds a bit banal. Now ask you just to name a country.
It's a bit of a guess. I hope it's right, but I'm going to go for Mali.
Mali, says Camellia. Should we see how many of our 100 said Mali? Mali's right. 100 is our high score, 55 is our low score, and you passed both of them. In fact, you passed them by a long way because you get that. Very well done indeed, Camellia. That's a pointless answer, and that therefore adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,250, scores you nothing, and is wonderful. I hope that starts a whole slew of pointless answers.
Yes, Mali, great choice. 23rd largest country. There's an amphibian there called the Mali screeching frog that is found nowhere else, in no other country. The Mali screeching.
I wonder what kind of noise it makes. I'm guessing it's a
Well, frogs sort of make a rabbit sound, don't
yeah,
they?
but a screeching ribbit.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
that's
they do,
good.
I think.
Thank you
I
very
don't know.
much.
I've never seen one.
Thank you very much indeed. Sue, welcome back to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us again. It is also your third show.
Yeah.
My goodness. Tell us more about yourself, Sue.
I've got a slightly unusual age range in my family.
Yes.
I've been married to Charlie for 60 years, and our 3 lovely children have given us 6 beautiful grandchildren, ranging from 31 down to little Jing Jing, who's 5 and lives in Singapore.
Jing Jing. Oh, is that Jing Jing? Well, hello, Jing Jing. When you watch this on catch-up, that's a wonderful spread of ages. Fabulous. How often do you all get together?
Once a year,
Well, that's good.
at least.
Very good. Do you sometimes go out to Singapore
Sometimes, yes.
and bring everyone with you? What a lovely thing
No.
to do. No, no, I'm not going to do that. Sue, what are you going to go for? We've had a pointless answer. I think you can follow suit. You're quite good at pointless answers.
I think I'll go for Poland.
Poland, says Sue. Should we see how many of our 100 said Poland? Poland is right. Passes our high score and our middling score. It comes in quite close to our bottom score, 14.
Good one. 69th largest country. In Poland, wild garlic is known as bear's garlic. It's good for making pesto or mixing with cream cheese.
Yeah, that's not specifically Polish bear's garlic, though, is it? Any wild garlic.
I mean, bear's garlic, they call it in Poland. So
Bears in Poland. Slightly whiffy breath.
Yeah,
Breath.
but they make a lovely pesto. You should see their pesto.
That's very true.
It's to die for.
Lovely, thank you very much indeed. Now we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at these scores. Nothing the best score of the past. Very well done indeed, Camellia, which up from there to 14, where we find Sue and Samantha. From there to 55, where we find Fiona and Miles. And from there up to 100. Yes, we cover both extremes here. Vicky and Jamie, there you are. Let's have a lovely low score from you, though, Jamie, just in case it might keep you in the game. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Samantha, welcome back. Well, we've heard all about your comedy, Samantha. Tell us more, maybe something we don't know.
Well, I guess one of the really nice things about not being an accountant anymore is I can indulge my passion for weird and unusual fashion. And these shoes that I've got on are 3D printed shoes.
Oh, wow.
But what's lovely about making shoes and other clothes out of one material is it's fully recyclable.
So when those are done, you can lob them back into the feed of the 3D printer and turn it into a hat.
Yes.
Very nice. What are you going to go for, Samantha? You are on 14. 85 or less gets you into round 2.
OK. I am going to go for Kenya.
Kenya says, Samantha, you get a red line, and it comes in here. Where does Kenya get us? That's good. Gets us through. Goes down to 3. So that gives you a score of 17.
Yes, Kenya, 49th largest country. Kenya is about 7 times the size of the UAE.
Do you know what? This can sometimes be a round where we just... It's a raid. You go in, you just get pointless answer after pointless answer and
Yes.
fill up that jackpot.
Yes.
I don't know that that's happening. We're going for quite a lot of low-hanging fruit here. But we have Curtis. And Curtis, it is your second show. Tell us more about yourself, Curtis.
Yeah, so as Camelia said last time, we recently had our first baby, our daughter.
Very exciting.
So I've been trying a lot of new hobbies, like things that'll be easy to put down quickly, you know, quiet things that can sort of keep taking up much space. So I've been doing a lot of painting, a lot of like arts and crafts and stuff like that.
Very, very good. Crosswords, those sort of puzzles, maybe?
Yeah, a bit of everything, yeah.
Very
As long
good.
as it's quiet, you know, baby can sleep through it, then yeah.
Very good. Now, Curtis, you're on nothing. 99 or less gets you through, but only nothing will be good enough, we know.
So there's a lot of pressure.
There is, not least from me.
So geography's a really weak suit. So I'm going to just have to name a country that I think is in between. So I'll say Mexico.
OK, Mexico. Let's see how many of our 100 said Mexico. You get a red line. It's right up there. Mexico. Mexico's right. And it scores 11, and it takes your total up to 11.
Yeah, Mexico, 13th largest country, has the greatest number of species of cactus of any country.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, it would surprise you if you pricked your finger on one.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Jamie, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
Please tell me you love geography and you study the countries of the world before coming on Pointless.
It's my favourite
I'm
subject.
so pleased to hear that. Jamie, tell us all about yourself.
I am a bus driver from Exeter.
Very good. What's the zen for a bus driver? What gives you your pleasure? Is it just going around the roads and doing stuff? Because obviously, you know, you're not in any hurry.
No.
You have to
definitely not.
completely retrain your mind not to be impatient, presumably.
Sometimes it's tougher than others, but
Yeah, I can believe
get a
that.
few angry customers here and there.
Oh,
but
gee, that's annoying. But I hope equally there are lots of nice
there are
passengers.
plenty, yes.
This is good.
Yeah.
Good. Now, Jamie, countries of the world. There'll be many, 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 many pointless countries there.
Yes. Well, Vicky has put me under a bit of pressure here, so I suppose I better take a risk. I just don't know how big it is, but I'll go Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau. You see, that's the kind of answer I was hoping for. There's no red line for you because you are. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Guinea-Bissau. Oh, no! Oh, it's gone the way of Latvia. Oh, I can't bear that. I'm so sorry. I loved Guinea-Bissau as an answer. And I was thinking that... Well, yeah,
Didn't want to
sorry.
make Vicky feel too bad.
So that was very decent of you. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 200. Newest members of the 200 Club. This is good.
You know, you took a risk, and that's what the game's about. Yeah, it is 134th largest country.
Oh, dear. So. There we are. Miles, welcome back. And it is your third appearance on the show. We've collected mountains, we've collected waterfalls. Tell us other things about you, Miles.
My day job is I do governance and leadership development in the charity sector, mainly in the arts and heritage parts. And to keep my hand in, I'm on the board of 2 arts organisations. I'm on the board of Eden Court Theatre in Inverness, and I'm chair of the board of Scotland's only disabled-led theatre company, Birds of Paradise, and they are awesome.
Fabulous. 2 brilliant things to do. Eden Court Theatre. Have you played at the Eden Court in Inverness?
Sure, yeah. I was there not long ago on my tour. Yeah, it was lovely. It's such a beautiful place, Inverness.
Yeah, we saw Russell Crowe just there recently and his band.
What a shame you didn't come and see me there.
Well, you must have been there just before I was.
Surely that was why.
Russell Crowe's
Yes,
band, which is famously excellent.
Well, I know how good a singer he is from the film Les Mis.
Well, there you are. Yes. Very good indeed. Now, Miles, you are on 55. You are through, by the way, to the next round. It does not matter what you score, but it does matter what you score, particularly someone as well-travelled as you. Let's have a pointless answer.
Well, it does allow me to take a risk, because I was going to go for a safer one, but I am going to try a risk of Suriname.
Suriname. Should we see where Suriname gets us? There's no red line for the lovely reason you're already etc. Suriname. It's right. Miles, that is simply superb. Very well done indeed. Another pointless answer. It adds another £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,500. Scores you nothing, leaves your total at 55 and gets you brilliantly into round 2. Superb.
Well done, Miles. Yes, Suriname, 90th largest country. There they have giant armadillos, which are native to Suriname, although they can grow to 5 feet in length. There were nearly 50 pointless answers you could have had here, including Laos, where Fiona, I know you'd visited. And Jamie, had you just said Guinea, which is a lot bigger than Guinea-Bissau, that would have been pointless. But let's have a look at some more, shall we? We could have had Bangladesh, Bolivia, Ecuador, Honduras, Mongolia, Nicaragua, also Senegal, Tunisia, Venezuela. Well done at home if you got one of them or one of the other 5 million choices you could have gone with.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to... Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie and Vicky. You've only just got here and we're sending you away again. But it's au revoir. We'll see you next time. We'll look forward to it very much indeed. Jamie and Vicky. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Oh, well done. I mean, you're all superstars, geographically speaking, but no one more super or star-like than Camellia or Miles, who are our joint lowest individual scorers, and Curtis and Camellia, our lowest combined scorers. So very well done there. But well done, everybody. Best of luck for round 2. The category for round 2 today is singles and albums. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns groups that have had a UK #1 single and album at the same time, Tom.
Yes, on each board, we're going to show you 6 pairs of singles and albums that were released by the same act and were at #1 in their respective UK charts at the same time. Please give us the name of the act that you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. To help, we'll also give you the years in which these singles and albums simultaneously topped their respective charts.
Here is our first board of 6 clues, and on it we have Goodnight Girl, High on the Happy Side, 1992. Push the Button, Taller in More Ways, 2005. From Me to You, Please Please Me, 1963. China in Your Hand, Bridge of Spies, 1987. Knowing Me, Knowing You, Arrival, 1977. And Little Things, Take Me Home, 2012. Miles. Yes, that's a concerned face.
It is a concerned look, yes. Because I know 2 high-scoring ones.
That's the bore, isn't it? I know, yes.
I'm going to have to go then with From Me to You and Please Please Me as The Beatles.
The Beatles, says Miles. Should we see how many of our 100 said The Beatles? It's right. Down that goes to 41. That's not too bad. 41.
Yes. Please Please Me was recorded in 1 day, 1 single day. It spent no fewer than 30 weeks atop the UK album chart and then was knocked off that top spot by the group's follow-up with the Beatles. So, what a time.
What a time.
What a time to be.
What a time.
What a time to be in the Beatles.
Yes.
It's been great.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Curtis.
Right. I don't recognise a single one of these. So I think we're just going to go for a guess. 2005. So we'll push the button taller in more ways. I'll say Spice Girls.
OK, Spice Girls. Should we see if that's right? Should we see how many of our 100 people said the Spice Girls? No. I'm sorry, not the Spice Girls. That scores you 100 points.
Yeah, sorry about that. Wrong. Get the answer at the end of the round. You'll wait.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Samantha, this is your board. Would you like to fill in all the blanks for us?
I think China in Your Hand is Tapao. I think Knowing Me, Knowing You is ABBA. I think Push the Button might be Girls Aloud. I'm not sure about the other ones. So I think I'm going to go for China in Your Hand, Tapao.
Tapao, Bridge of Spies and all that. Let's see how many of our 100 said Tapao. Tapao, absolutely right, 32. Very well done indeed.
Yes, good one. Well done. China in Your Hand was the last song to be added to the Bridge of Spies album and was only called upon when another song had to be cut. It became their only UK #1 single. So what do you like with the others?
Well, you know, push the button. All I can think of is Mucha. I can't remember what they were. Sugar Babes. Sugar Babes, that's what they're called.
Sugar Babes, they would have scored you 19 if you'd said that.
There is ABBA. We better fill that in because we've had that.
Well, 62 of our 100 people did get that one.
There we are.
ABBA. And then at the top one, High on the Happy Side, 1992.
This
early 90s.
is old Marty Pello. Wet, Wet, Wet.
You
there
got
it
it in one. That's right. And that was known by 15 people knew that.
Yeah.
Lastly, though, Little Things and Take Me Home, brought out in 2012.
That's this is One Direction.
And that's One Direction. Only 8 people knew that, though.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Bizarre. Thank you very much. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 32 is the best score. Very well done indeed. Samantha, 41 is where we find Miles and Fiona, and 100, I'm sorry to say, is where we find Curtis and Camellia. So, yes, who knows what will happen on the next board, but let's have a low score from you. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we are going to put 6 more clues to groups that have had a UK #1 single and album at the same time. Here they are. We have Sex on Fire, Only by the Night, 2008. Don't You Want Me, Dare, 1982. Heart of Glass, Parallel Lines, 1979. Crazy, St. Elsewhere, 2006. Don't Look Back in Anger, What's the Story, Morning Glory, 1996. And Pure and Simple, Pop Stars, 2001. There we are. Sue, over to you.
I'm not very good on pop songs. I think I know one of them.
Well, 67 or less gets you into the next round.
Okay, hopefully. Heart of Glass, Blondie.
Blondie, says Sue. Here is your red line. Can we get you below that with Blondie? Yes, we can. Down to 47. Very well done indeed. Taking your total up to 79.
Heart of Glass was Blondie's attempt at breaking into American radio, moving away from their sort of punk and into disco. An early demo of the song recorded by the band even had the subtitle, The Disco Song.
Thank you very much. Camellia. Now, you are our high scorers on 100. Let's have a lovely low score from you. Who are these groups with the double whammy #1s?
I definitely know 2 of them. Going to say Crazy, St. Elsewhere. I'm going to guess Gnarls Barkley.
Gnarls Barkley, says Camellia. You don't get a red line because you're the high scorers, but what happens when we say Gnarls Barkley? Gnarls Barkley, absolutely right. It's a very good answer. Down it goes to 8. Our best score of the whole round so far, 108 your total.
Yeah, Crazy as well is very interesting because it was the first UK #1 single to hit the top of the chart based on downloads alone. So it was the beginning of the...
Gosh, new world.
The new world of downloads rather than records.
Yeah, then Gnarls Barkley became CeeLo Green. I don't know how that...
Gnarls Barkley is actually a musical duo consisting of CeeLo Green and Danger Mouse.
Oh, I see.
And then I think Penfold came along and they fell out.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Now, Fiona, you're on 41. We need a score of 66 or less. Do you want to talk us through the board, in fact?
I think I know a few of them. I think Sex on Fire is Kings of Leon. I'm singing Don't You Want Me in my head, but I can't reach out to what it is. But I think Don't Look Back in Anger is Oasis. And I think Pure and Simple is Hearsay. So I think I'm going to go with Pure and Simple, Hearsay.
OK, Hearsay, says Fiona. Shall we see your red line first? Here it comes. And let's see where Hearsay ends up in relation to that red line. Very much below it, which means you are into the head-to-head. Well done, Fiona. Down it goes to 19. Brilliant, taking your total up very neatly to 60.
Yeah, Pop Stars was the name of the television show on which Hearsay was formed. The show also made stars of Liberty X, who were the 5 finalists who failed to make it into Hearsay Do you want to fill in the rest of the board?
Yes, I do. Sorry. So we've had Oasis.
Oasis, yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah, 51 people knew that.
We've had Kings of Leon at the top.
Yes, good one. That would have been 23 if you'd said Kings of Leon.
And this, one of my first albums I really, really, really fell in love with, Dare, the Human League.
Human League is
Brilliant.
correct. And that would have scored 26.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, that brings us to the end of the second round, and it means, Camelia and Curtis, we have to say goodbye to you. This is your second exit from the show. Next time we see you, we have to make it count. Anyway, thank you so much for playing, Camelia and Curtis. For the remaining two pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Huge congratulations, Samantha and Sue, Miles and Fiona. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,500. However, we might have a chance to put some more money into that jackpot by seeing if we can just find a couple of pointless answers. Very easy. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Attitude magazine cover stars. Tom.
Yes, you're going to see 6 options. 2 are scoring, 2 are pointless, and 2 have never been featured on the cover of Attitude magazine at all. 250 quid in the jackpot for each pointless answer is the bit I wanted to say as well.
Excellent.
But I don't know if I needed to say that because you sort of said it.
I know, but it's nice. It's nice to be reminded. Nice to be reminded. What's at stake?
I tell you what is at stake here, though.
Tell me.
My ego.
Why? Are you not on the list?
I've been on the front cover of it.
Are
Perfect
you
time.
like this?
Yeah. I've got my muscles out. No, I'm walking a dog, actually, in it. I got put on the front cover, and they said, we sort of made a mistake. We've also got Dua Lipa on the cover as well. And most of the covers were with Dua Lipa, but some collector's editions had me on.
Had you?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's a nice, lovely magazine. Lovely people.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you find the pointless Attitude cover stars from these 6 possibles? And we have Lewis Smith, Leonard Nimoy, Kathy Burke, Jonathan Bailey, Grace Jones, and Nchuti Gatwa.
Do you know any of these at all?
I've never
I
heard
know
of
Kathy
Attitude.
Burke. She's an actress.
I would put Nchuti Gatwa. I would say he's probably been on one of the more recent ones because he got really famous being the Doctor, didn't he?
OK, Samantha and Sue, who would you like to nominate?
You decide.
I will go for Grace Jones.
OK, shall we find out if Grace Jones is a pointless cover star of Attitude magazine? No. Miles and Fiona, who do you want to put forward?
We're going to go with Nchuti Gatwa.
You're going to go Nchuti. Let's see. Is Nchuti Gatwa a pointless cover star? Definitely a cover star of Attitude magazine. And one of those. Very well done indeed. Look at that.
Very good. Yeah, he was on the cover in 2024. And as for Grace Jones, I'm afraid she's never appeared on the cover of Attitude. She was on the cover of Gay Times. So you could have gone with Lewis Smith, the Olympic gymnast who was on the cover in 2014. And Lewis was a pointless answer. Kathy Burke would have scored 1. She was on it in 1999. Jonathan Bailey from Bridgeton. He was on it in 2021, would have scored you 2. And if you'd said Leonard Nimoy, you'd be wrong. He played Spock, Leonard Nimoy, in the original series of Star Trek. Never appeared on the cover of Attitude, but Zachary Quinto, who played Spock in the rebooted film series, has.
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. No mention of me, but that's fine.
There we are.
That's fine.
But people now know they can find it back catalogue, collector's edition.
Collector's edition, very rare.
And well done. You managed to find 1 pointless answer, which means we can add £250 to the jackpot, taking the total up to £1,750. But who'll be playing for it? Well, let's find out in a head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to play as a pair and confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to everybody. Here is our first question, and it's all about members of the Good family. Tom.
Yes, that famous Good family. Oh, good. Oh, good. We're going to show you 5 pictures of fruit and vegetables that are members of the Good family, along with their first and last letters. Please give us your most obscure Good member.
Thank you very much indeed. Here are the Good family members. And we have A, W, N. B, C, E. C, C, E. D, L, H. And E, B, T, S, H. There. Now, Samantha and Sue, you get to answer first.
I know C, if you want to go.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a good one if you know it.
Oh, do I know it? Shall I take a risk or not take a risk, Mum?
No, do one that you know.
Do one that we know. OK, we will go for E, butternut squash.
E, butternut squash, say Samantha and Sue. Now then, Miles and Fiona, can you talk us through that board?
A is going to be watermelon. B is courgette.
Yep.
Do you know C or D?
I don't know C or D. No, so I think it's got to be B, I would imagine.
So we're going to go with B, courgette.
OK, B, courgette. So we have butternut squash and we have courgette. In the order they were given, Samantha and Sue went butternut squash for E. Shall we see how many of our 100 said that? Butternut squash is right. 67 for butternut squash. Meanwhile, Miles and Fiona have gone B, courgette. How many of our 100 said courgette? Courgette is right. Oh, my goodness, courgette. Oh, 66 to 67. Very well done indeed. Miles and Fiona, after one question, you're up 1-0.
That was close, wasn't
Was it not?
Samantha, what was the riskier one you were thinking of?
I'm so glad I didn't do it. I was going to say cabbage for C.
Well, yeah, you were right to not go with that. That was chayote, and that would have been a pointless answer. But everyone knew the top one, including most of the people in the 100 polled. There were 90. That would have scored you 90 for watermelon.
Beautifully designed. Look at that.
Beautifully. The last one that no one seemed keen to get, poor D, would be loofah. And that would have scored you 3.
There we go.
A loofah.
How do you like that? Well, thank you very much.
It's not the same as a loofah.
Is it not?
Yes.
Is it the same?
It is.
Well, it just dries out.
Yeah. That's where they get them from.
And that's
Oh,
what
we
they
all
look
know
like.
about loofahs now.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I just don't know what they look like on the outside, but...
OK.
Gosh, I'm glad I'm on this side of the table and not over there.
Well,
Awful.
here comes your second question. Samantha and Sue, you need to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about events on gladiators. Tom.
OK, we're going to show you 5 events from the BBC reboot of Gladiators, but we've rearranged the letters of each word into alphabetical order. Just tell us the name of these events.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 gladiators events, and here they are. We have Delu, Erdalu, Arngötu, Schönus, and Erdhelmnort. There we are. Miles and Fiona will go first.
Well, it's the only one I know at the top, which is Jewel.
And then the wall. Number 2 is going to be the wall.
Hang tough.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
So we think number 3 is hang tough.
Hang tough, say Miles and Fiona. Now then, Samantha and Sue, can you talk us through the board?
Not really.
The second one is the wall.
Yeah.
The only other one I knew was hang tough.
Is there one like the tramway? Oh, no, it doesn't even work. We'll go for your one, Mum.
We'll have to go for the wall.
You're going to go for the wall for the second one. OK, so we have hang tough versus the wall. Miles and Fiona went for hang tough. Let's see how many of our 100 said hang tough. Hang tough is right. And it goes down to 31. Meanwhile, we have the wall for Erdalu. Let's see how many of our 100 said the wall. The wall is right. 75 for the wall, and that means very well done indeed. Miles and Fiona, after only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final, 2-0.
Yeah, very, very well played. I think, Samantha, maybe you were thinking of the Travelator, which is part of the bottom one there, which is actually the Eliminator. And if you'd said that, that would have got you 12. The one at the top? Duel.
Spotted that.
38 people said that. But the one to get really was Collision. And that would have scored you 1 point.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Well, that brings us to the end of the head-to-head round. It means we have to say goodbye to Samantha and Sue, and I'm afraid this really is goodbye. You've been amazing. It's been so lovely having you on the show. We've had lots of pointless answers from you, lots of lovely low scores, and you were our golden couple coming into the head-to-head. It was that butternut squash that did for you. But thank you so much for coming to play, Samantha and Sue. For Miles and Fiona, though, now time for the pointless final. Congratulations, Miles and Fiona. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. Yay!
Wow.
That's what I came for.
Well, hooray. You now have a chance to win the pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,750. The only thing between you and the jackpot is a pointless answer. So we have to hope something comes up on that board that you feel comfortable with. What would you like to see?
I like cooking, and so anything to do with cooking or ingredients or anything like that, that might be helpful. Then I could embarrass myself. But anyway.
Fiona?
I am a little bit of a jack of all trades, master of none.
This is perfect. Perfect pointless fodder. Perfect.
I know lots of useless information and nothing that will actually be useful at any point.
Excellent. Well, in that case, you might enjoy what appears on this board. Let's hope so. 4 choices as ever, and today's are musical adaptations of Mean Girls, the Royal Ascot Gold Cup, Motorways, and TV series starring Jason Bateman.
Do you know anything about Mean Girls?
Not enough to be confident on it.
I think the wild card is Motorways.
That's what I was going to say. Should we do Motorways?
Motorways.
Let's go Motorways.
Yeah.
Shall we do
We've
Motorways?
both driven up and down the UK a lot. Let's go.
Great. OK. Well, we are looking for any word that appears in the name of any official motorway service area in the UK, according to motorwayservices.uk. As of the beginning of October 2024, we will accept official service areas on the A1M and A74M, as well as the other motorways. Or we are looking for any word of 4 or more letters that appears in the lyrics of the 1977 UK Top 10 single 2468 Motorway by the Tom Robinson Band, where an expression is hyphenated. Each word of 4 or more letters within that expression will count as an answer in its own right. Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you have got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you could find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
As we'll ever be.
OK, let us put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Do you know the song 2468 Motorway?
Only the rhyme at the end, and so it's not going to be that. No.
I don't know. We can use like random words, kind of road, path, like side.
Yep.
But I'm thinking words in the names of UK service. Is it stop? Because that's like going to be fuel stop.
Words
like
in the names of... Oh, yes, stop. I was thinking T-Bay is one. The services. Do you know any
Bay
others?
is good.
Yeah.
So Bay could be a good one. Stop could be one.
T-Bay is the whole word, I think.
A T-Bay. Oh, and I'm thinking for motorway we could do something like lane or something.
Yes, lane. Yep.
So do you have like anything that you want to add to that? Because
No.
I am just going out on a whim here.
No, I'm trying to hum the song as well, and it's just there but not, you know, as always is. Dagenham.
Forest.
Forest, yes, Forest. Good, excellent.
So
10 seconds left.
should we go with forest,
T-Bay,
T-Bay,
and lane.
and lane for the bottom one?
Yes.
Okay.
OK.
Yep, I think we're good with that.
Yep.
There we are, and there come the lights. Brilliant. Your minute is up. Let's have those 3 answers again.
So for words in the names of UK motorway service areas, we're going for forest, and T-Bay.
T-Bay.
And then for the song, we're going for the word lane.
Lane. Now, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Lane.
OK, lane goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
T-Bay.
Forest.
T-Bay, because I'm not sure it's right. Yeah,
and then forest. So T-Bay, forest, lane.
Yes.
Let's put those answers up in that order then. And here they are. We have T-Bay, forest, lane. If one of these turns out to be pointless, you'll be leaving here with £1,750. What would you like to do with that? Miles, I'm going to ask you first.
I think I'd like to give a donation to our Heritage Centre, the Tarbert Discovery Centre in Port Mahomet. It's a fantastic wee museum, and also then perhaps if there's anything left, go and have a nice slap-up meal somewhere.
Very nice indeed. Yeah. Perfect. Fiona, how about you?
I'm going on holiday after this, so I would just put it towards some fun activities while I'm away.
Perfect. Well, there we are. Let's hope one of these answers wins it for you. They look like lovely answers from where I'm standing, but then obviously I know nothing. T-Bay was your least confident answer. In this case, we're looking for words in the names of UK motorway service areas. Let's see if T-Bay's right. You weren't entirely sure if it was. Let's see if it's pointless. T-Bay. Well, T-Bay's right. If it goes all the way down to 0, you'll be leaving here with £1,750. Down we go with T-Bay into single figure. Still going down with T-Bay. Still going down with T-Bay to 3. OK, not a pointless answer. So we now move on to Forest. Exactly the same criteria. Motorway service areas. Let's see how many of our 100 said Forest.
Yes.
Well, Forest is absolutely right. We went down to 3 with T-Bay. Can we go lower with Forest? Down we go through the teens. Still going down. Might this be pointless? Still going down with Forest to 2. OK, that's enough. It's a good answer. And I might add, all moving in the right direction. This bodes very well for Lane. And now, Lane, you don't really know the song particularly. You can vaguely remember the tune. But you've reasoned that Lane, surely it's in the song. Should we find out? Lane, is it a pointless answer? Please. £1,750. Lane is in the song. Down we go. We're down to 3 with your first answer, T-Bay. Down to 2 with your second, Forest. Lane taking us down through into single figure, still going down, passing 3, passing 2. You've done it! Look at that! Very well done indeed! Lane has just won you £1,750. And beautifully reasoned, if I may say.
Very well done. Very well done. Great performance. Should we have a look at some more of the pointless answers for anyone playing along at home? Starting with words in the names of UK motorway service areas, you could have had Annandale. In Annandale, water. Water, of course, would also have been pointless. Beaconsfield on the M40. Lee, as in Lee Delamere. Delamere was also pointless. And Woolly, as in Woolly Edge. Edge, as well, would be pointless, and that's on the M1. Shout out to anybody on the M1. There were lots of actual pointless answers you could have gone for, including Blackburn, Cardiff, Doncaster, Durham, Exeter, Gretna and Green, Leeds, Oxford, Swansea and Toddington. Lane was also pointless in this category, as was Scotland, as in the Heart of Scotland service station. And then for the words of 4 or more letters in the lyrics of 2468 motorway. You could have had companion, lorry, stardust, window. The only scoring answers here were late, never, light, white, little, morning, coming, drive, night, road, trucking, line, cruiser, driving, radio, shining, single, station, truck and yaw. Everything else was pointless. And if you were playing along at home, well, I hope you were dancing around the living room.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. And thanks once again to our winning players, Mars and Fiona, who take away today's jackpot of £1,750. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Tom. Goodbye. And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.